Hi again, VC. It's TC, ScaryBeard TC here still. Finally getting the last of my recent hauls up. This is from Record Krate. Adam at Record Krate keeps me. It's almost like I belong to a subscription service because I'll pay it, he'll send it, I'll pay it, I'll send it. I'm always ordering stuff, and I shouldn't be. I need to get that under control. But he's always got stuff I've always been looking for or I've thought would be cool. And there's no exception to that rule this time either. Um, First off, let's start with the weird thing. He also has been doing some pop culture sales, and one of the things that came up was this. It's called the 70s Disco Ball. It's from Rhino Records. It was released in 1998, so probably around the same time Studio 54 and the other disco movie came out. It features 2 CDs, 31 classic disco tracks, and a booklet that has all kinds of cool stuff in it. Ultimate party soundtrack about the music on here. Countdown to planning your disco blowout. It includes decorations, fun and games, the dances you could learn how to do, recipes for a buffet. Cocktail recipes, and a complete listing of all the tracks on the album and mock invitations. This thing, Adam charged me $5 for this. Adam, thank you. This was awesome. I love this. Now on to the vinyl, and a lot of it is stuff that I've either wanted or thought would be cool to have. Starting with this, I've always wanted this album, and I never got it, and it is in really good shape. This is Wing and a Prayer Fife and Drum Corps with Babyface. Of course, that was their lone huge disco hit in 1975-76. Great stuff from them. I've actually heard most of this album before, and it's just terrific for disco music. I hate the fact that he's doing this. I know he's doing it to keep him straight, but I gotta take all these tags off as we're going along. This also is in terrific shape. This is the soundtrack album from Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter. Herman's Hermits, of course, the band that did this, and they do the music on the album. I am a big Herman's Hermits fan. It actually comes with the original sleeve and is in terrific shape. So, I've never seen this movie. I have seen Hold On. I actually own Hold On. We bought it so we could do it for our Bad Musicals month on Subject Cinema a few years ago, and it really is not a great movie, but it's fun to some extent. Bertie Higgins, remember Key Largo and Just Another Day in Paradise? This was his follow-up album. Pirates and Poets features the song Tokyo Joe, which was the only other single he charted with in a major way. I'm not sure there's anything else on here that I have not seen. He wrote most of this stuff himself. Always a great artist. There's the Sandpipers' Greatest Hits. They, of course, made their name with Guantanamera in the 1960s. This is part of the A&M Greatest Hits series with this design. Baja Marimba Band, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, Sergio Mendes, and a whole bunch of other ones, part of that same series. Great stuff, then. This was an album I've been looking for a while, and Adam found me another copy when someone else bought it on the live sale. This is Charlie, their second album, Lines. Charlie had one minor hit in the States called Killer Cut. This is the follow-up album it's actually quite good. I've heard it before, and I think anyone who likes early arena rock, a little bit of Cheap Trick, stuff like that, this is right up your alley. I got a prize for one of the shows. I was in the drawings, and this is what I got. Floyd Kramer and the Keyboard Kick Band. This is Floyd Kramer doing 24 tracks of overdubbing on all different kinds of keyboard instruments. Floyd Kramer is awesome anyway, but this sounds great. Adam tells me the last track, I think that's probably his version of Hold On, I'm Coming. should be interesting. I do note that it did come out, obviously, in the disco era, 1977, because all of the songs have beats per minute listed. This is an album. I had the single. I don't know what the album's going to be like. Richard Demple's Fields and Mr. Looks So Good. He had a minor top 20 hit called If It Ain't One Thing, It's Another in 1981 or 82. This is the album that came off of. I've heard this. Years ago, a friend of mine had it, and Adam put it up for sale, so I grabbed it. Late 70s, garage rock, I suppose you could call it. Earthquake. The album is called 8.5. This is on the Berserkly label. I have never known a single project on that label to be bad, whether it be Greg Ken, the Rubenews, or Earthquake. They are really, really terrific. So you want to check that out if you haven't heard of them before. This is a classic, and Adam had it, and I thought I might as well get it because eventually I do want to get all of his stuff because I have been a fan. I was 6 years old when Wild World came out. This is Cat Stevens, Catch Bullet 4. This is one of the few albums he has that does not have a single that was a hit, but it's a great album. I've heard it. You can listen to it on Spotify, I think. Terrific stuff from him. Everything he does is terrific. I always loved him. So, Catch Bullet 4. The 12-inch single of a classic 80s dance song, Robin Gibb and Boys Do Fall in Love, and Diamonds. This I did not have a 12-inch single. I have a 7-inch of this. Love this song. One of my favorite songs. Robin's best song ever. Another 12-incher, classic, and it also has a custom sleeve. Alicia Bridges and I Love the Nightlife. I mean, who doesn't love Alicia Bridges? If you like disco, this is a classic. And I'm a disco fan. I have never heard this album. I have read reviews of it that have been absolutely stellar. It came out in the late 70s, and I think it was 76 or 77. Let me check the year here. Oh, wow, this is earlier than I thought it was. This is 71. I remember reading reviews of it and hearing how great it was, and when Adam had it, I decided to grab it. This is Batdorf and Rodney, the self-titled album. The Best of Sam and Dave. I figured it was a great price for a greatest hits album. Of course, it has all their big hits, including Soul Man, Hold On, I'm Coming, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Sam and Dave, one of the true R&B pioneers. I bought this specifically. I asked Adam, is this the one that's on ABC? Because it was reissued on MCA late in 1979. This is the ABC release, and I love the two singles from this album. This is Poco, or Paco, however you decide to pronounce it, and Legend features their biggest hits, Crazy Love and Heart of the Night. Great stuff. Couple of 12-inch singles from one of my all-time favorite artists. If you are not into Paul Hardcastle, I don't know why. He is just terrific. I love his more recent jazz stuff. Also, Jazz Masters series. But he also does great dance music. Don't Waste My Time, 12-inch single featuring vocals by Carol Kenyon. I think this was in 1986, if I'm not mistaken. And The Great Train Robbery was the album. The song, Just for Money, I believe. Yes. This one is from... This is around the same time. I think I need to check the label. This is, yeah, it's a Chrysalis, so it's definitely mid-80s when he was on Chrysalis. Oh, excuse me. Bad TC. I'm sorry, Paul. Oh, I should, I almost forgot. Oh, TC dropped an album. Yes, I'm in one of those moods. Paul Hardcastle. And Just for Money. Um, Seriously love this guy. He was on Profile when Rainforest came out. Went to Chrysalis for the mid 80s. This is the label that 19 came out on. I'm not sure who he's on now because I only have him on MP3. Sorry, all the recent stuff. But I loved his. I believe it was called Cover Stories. I'll have to make or Cover to Cover. It's a 2-disc set. I do have that on CD with some terrific covers from the 60s and 70s. Just unbelievable stuff. Love his version of Green Onions. Fantastic. I could praise Paul Hardcastle out the wazoo. I love the man. Johnny hates jazz. Or as Adam says, Johnny doesn't like jazz. And I Don't Want to Be a Hero, which was their follow-up to Shattered Dreams. Wasn't a huge hit in America, but it was a minor hit. I picked both of these up on the recommendation of someone I have the utmost respect for, Chris Prophy, Musically Obsessed. He was talking about Harper's Bazaar a couple weeks ago, and knowing I know a couple of singles and I like them, Adam had these on sale, and I thought I'll grab them. This is Anything Goes, which I believe, is this the debut? I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But, of course, I have heard them do other stuff over the years. And the other one, The Secret Life of Harper's Bazaar. I have a feeling I'm going to love these because I love this kind of music from the 60s. And if Chris Prophy enjoys it, it's got to be fairly good. That's what I say. Oh, he's got the sticker stuck in the sleeve here, Adam. Jeez, really? This one just attracted me because I've always liked French accordion music. Always. I have several CDs with it. Accordion de Paris, music of the French Café with Francois Chantal on the Coronet label. I do not know what this is going to sound like, but I'm going to enjoy listening to it. The band Hard Rain. This one is, what is this called? Shoot the Moon. This came out in the mid-80s in Canada. This is a Canadian band. I've seen their videos and heard a couple of the songs. Not that familiar with them, but I wanted to try them out, so I thought, what the hell, I might as well buy it. Rita Coolidge, Greatest Hits. I've been on a Rita Coolidge kick lately. I got a couple more of her albums. This has got all of her big hits on it, you know. Higher and Higher, We're All Alone. Surprisingly, You is not on here. But I'd Rather Leave While I'm in Love is on here, and so is The Way That You Do the Things You Do. But she didn't include You, which is kind of strange, because I always liked that. Of course, You was her lone disco song. Summer of '78. We'll talk about that later this summer. Rita Coolidge, Greatest Hits. And 2 classic 80s soundtracks. These are pop soundtracks as opposed to scores. But I'm like, yeah, I wanted both of those when they were out and I never grabbed them, so I'm going to grab them now. Back to the Beach, from the revival of the Beach Party movies with Frankie and Annette. This thing includes some great stuff, including Eddie Money, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Amy Mann, Private Domain, Pee Wee Herman doing Surfin' Bird, Marty Jones, Annette Funicello, and Fishbone. Oh, that's terrifying. I have not seen this film. I have to be honest. I've not seen the film. Actually, I think I did years ago, but it wasn't that memorable. Wipeout with Herbie Hancock, Dweezil Zappa, and Terry Bozzio. Also Frankie Avalon and Dave Edmunds. Great stuff. And finally, the soundtrack from Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Love this movie. The show that it was based on Fox sucked, but the movie was funny. This has half pop and half score. The score is composed by Andy Summers of The Police and is on side 2, but also has some classic pop stuff from Randy Newman, I Love L.A., California Girls from David Lee Roth, Great Gosh Almighty from the movie itself, performed by Little Richard, and I Love L.A., oh, I said that, Mariachi Vargas with El Ticalalico, and Little Richard's classic Tutti Frutti. Great stuff. So that's my latest Record Krate haul. I'll probably have another one in a couple weeks. I have some that aren't here yet that I've bought. And I really need to get listening to this stuff. Gotta finish the setup in here. Gotta get it done so I can start listening to this and start dubbing it and getting it into my computer so I can listen to it more. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Please tell people I'm out here. I want to get the subscriptions up to 200 by the end of April. If we can manage it, I'm at 119 as of today. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up for YouTube. Ding, 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 ding. And I hope you'll stick around. Hope you'll check my website out, thekirkhamreport.com. Right now I've got ongoing Eurovision coverage going on, as well as a few other things. And I have all kinds of interesting stuff over there, and a couple of things will be coming to my video channel in the next couple of weeks. I will be back over the weekend with my picks for Record Store Day 2021, and possibly a couple more things. I may have something else coming, I don't know. Until then, I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hopefully with no beard.